What is going on, TO crew? Today it is February 5th and I'm feeling good. It is such a good year. We have a lot of big plans, so many crazy things happening this year, and I can't stop smiling about it. But today I got to do one of the crummy parts to this career, and that is some spring cleaning. I'm out here at the Notorious Hills property. We had a fantastic season out here. Hopefully we're gonna have a good spring turkey season as well as fall deer season for 2019 as well. But I've got to come out here, pull a broken ground blind because it caved in through the winter. Got to pull a camera, got to pull some stands, just kind of do some spring cleaning. And then to top it off, if we have time, which I think we're going to because it is only 3:30, I want to shoot my bow. I got a new bow this year. Might be getting another bow, not 100% sure on that one. But anyway, the bow that I currently have right now, I want to make sure that she's dialed in. I just got it paper tuned and everything squared away on that. I just need to get my sights figured out. So hopefully we'll have time to do that. But without further ado, let's do some cleaning. All right, so we're back at the house. Kind of did a crappy exit there from the field, but it was starting to rain, plus my stigmatism was so bad that when it starts to get dark like that, I really can't shoot. So anyway, figured I'd save some of the comments because I am shooting a new bow, and I know a lot of you guys that do pay attention to our episodes saw that I was shooting a different colored bow. You probably didn't exactly know what I was shooting, but through the 2017 and 2018 season, I was shooting a Hoyt Pro Defiant. Absolutely love that bow, had no issues with it. Didn't hate it, but after I went and shot this bow, I had to make the switch. Currently what is in my hand is a Hoyt Carbon RX3. I absolutely love this bow. I went and test fired it like I said, and after I shot it, I had to make the switch. The let off is so much better, the cam draw cycle is so much better, and the dampening system that they put on this new 2019 bow is insane. It is so quiet. And man, I've always wanted to kind of switch to a carbon bow. Now, a lot of guys think when switching to a carbon bow, you're switching to a lighter bow, but I put a lot of meat on this bow because I prefer a heavier bow. And the weight factor is not why I switched. Carbon's a little bit warmer to touch. The design in the carbon through the riser of this bow generally has better performance than an aluminum bow. And like I said, the dampening system on this bow just was great. Now the Helix, which was the aluminum series to 2019 Hoyt's, still a good shooting bow, but like I said, I wanted to switch to that carbon just after I shot both of them. I'm like, man, this one feels a lot better. We're going to give it a shot. I did stick with a lot of the same accessories, which I'm going to run over real quick just because you guys are probably curious. I still kept my Trophy Ridge React Alpha sight. Absolutely love that. I hunted with this sight all through this year, killed several good deer at pretty good distances, and as you guys saw, I had no issues with accuracy or losing any deer. I mean, we were smoking them this year, all thanks to that sight system. When it gets into the rest, I did keep the same rest. I switched colors. I don't have the camo one. I have the black Hoyt Ultra Rest. Reason being, when you're shooting Hoyt's, piece of advice, your Hoyt Ultra Rest is the best thing for it. It sits flush with the riser. QAD paired up with Hoyt to design this drop-away rest, as they have with other brands like Matthews now. So when it gets into buying a drop-away rest, me personally, I think the best thing for it is to buy that brand that goes with the bow, just because, like I said, the design on this, it sits flush with that riser, super easy to get on there and tune once I had it on. And then when we get into the stabilizer, I kept the same stabilizer I had on my Pro Defiant, which was the static 9-inch, but I bought a second one. Because unlike my Pro Defiant, where when you had that bare bow in your hand, it tended to rock back a little bit, so when you put the sight and put that stabilizer on there, it just sat there perfectly. This one likes to roll forward. It sits really good in your hand without anything on it, but once you put the sight and the stabilizer on there, it likes to roll. So I had to put a rear stabilizer on there, and I bought that Hoyt Connect for the rear stabilizer. I got 2 plates back here on this one and 1 plate on the front one, and it does a really good job of keeping it still in my hand. And not to mention, I also took me a second to get the position right so I'm not rocking left or right, but I finally got that figured out and squared away. But as of the bow itself, like I said, I'm shooting a Hoyt Carbon RX3. I have the Cam 3 on here, so that peaks at 30 inches, and like I said, I'm at 29.5 inch draw, so ½ inch away from peaking that cam. And then as far as the limb weight goes, 60 to 70 pounds, and of course I've got it peaked at 70. I even thought about going to 80, but I'm not Cameron Haynes, I'm Andrew Bernard, and I might as well keep it at 70 because majority of the time I am chasing whitetails. While I do have hopes to go out west, right now we're going to keep it 60 to 70. Arrow wise, I'm not going to go over there and grab them, but I'm shooting 350 Maxima Res by Carbon Express. And when I ran this setup through the chronograph, which 29.5, 70 pound limbs, 350 spine arrows by Carbon Express, I clocked out at 300 feet per second. So pretty fast, and yeah. That's it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'm glad I got a little bit of the spring cleaning done. Still got to do some more. Got to get the hunting clothing ready, my turkey stuff ready, but then I also need to start getting the fishing stuff ready because the weather is warming up here in Kentucky, and it looks like we're going to be hitting the water a little bit sooner than usual. So big plans for 2019. Another episode drop. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to get out of here. Be sure to check out the description below. Follow us on all of our social media pages. I'll catch you guys later on the next episode of The Outdoors.